Hey everybody, this is the Wargaming guy. Welcome to the first episode of our High Watermark Strategic Command World War II World at War playthrough. We're going to start in the 1942 campaign for several reasons. It puts both the Germans and the Japanese at places that are very hard to get if you start from 1939 or 1940, especially for the Japanese. It is really hard to get the Japanese troops into Burma and down through the Dutch East Indies and all that. So we are going to start here, and we are going to be starting at the onset of Midway and the Stalingrad campaign on the Eastern Front, and those are the two big choices we'll have to make. Now, notice the counter style I'm choosing here. I know a lot of you really like the 3D units. You probably know if you watch this channel very much. I can't stand them. But never let it be said that Uncle Wargaming Guy doesn't listen to you and doesn't love you. I've heard your cries. So we're going to try and see if I can get by with this. Let's give these guys a better base. I tried them with the fuzzy base, and I didn't really like that at all. So we're going to go ahead and try that. And that's your gift for the day from your Uncle Wargaming Guy. So there you go, kiddies. Okay, entertaining myself here on a Labor Day, because that's when I'm doing this early evening on Labor Day. Okay, so here comes some units popping in, and we'll get a few intelligence reports here. Ooh, wow. It's a garrison in Monterey. How exciting. Okay, the Kriegsmarine. I love how this is worded. The Kriegsmarine is confident that a protracted naval effort against the British Empire will bring about their eventual withdrawal from the war. Wow, how wrong could you be? They are confident of this. In 1942, the U.S. is in the war? Yeah, I don't think so. Send U-boat and surface raiders to target all convoys leading to the UK. That still might be a good idea. General Franco has given us access to the port of Vigo in northwest Spain and Santa Cruz in the Canary Islands. Using these ports could be useful, but take care that the Allies don't blockade the ports and trap our units there. And finally, the commies with old Mao are in Yunnan. So Communist China has a 60% chance of swinging 5 to 20% towards the Allies if any Axis units are within 2 hexes of Xi'an, Lanchao, or Chongqing, or 3 hexes of Yunnan. Only advance towards those cities if you're willing to fight the Communists too. So, question is, if you don't advance towards those cities, how do you conquer China? This is not a question they answer, because you want those cities, obviously. You definitely want Chongqing. Here's Xi'an. Now that's very close to Yunnan, so you might want to stay down here first. But right now, the Chinese, the Japanese are not anywhere near any of them, so it's not that big of a deal. But first of all, you can see we're set up here with the Japanese with the setup for the Battle of Midway, where you've got the group here, you've even got troop transports, you got these guys back here. I wish they were closer. And you've even got the Aleutian strike group here. So the question is, do you, knowing what we know about what a disaster Midway was for the Japanese, you could back off and do something else. You're not committed yet. You're right on the verge of, but you're not. Or do you take advantage of what you know and maybe send this guy around here and this guy around here? You could bring some of the Aleutian guys down too, to try and figure out where the carriers are, and then strike them and kill them, and maybe even use some of your surface fleet over here. Get these guys up here, and maybe the second turn do the same. If you could wipe out those 3 carriers, that's going to set back the Americans quite a bit. Now, having played through this from the Japanese side, I can tell you that the AI American player makes ships like, some women I know make cookies. I mean, they just put them out by the dozens. So it's, it's not going to guarantee you that you're going to win the war, but it's certainly going to be a setback. So that is something that you might want to think about. Now, on the other hand, oh, wait a minute. I got to go. Where is it? There it is. There we go. On the East Front, which is our next big front here, obviously we're set up to start the summer of 42 assault and what became the Stalingrad and the Caucasus campaign. You're set for that. You can do that. But look at this. Look at how, let's Let's pick a nice color for the Russians. Look at how sparse the front is here in front of Moscow. There's not a lot there. Now, you don't have a lot here either, but of course you could pull guys from down south. You could either operate them, here we go. You'd either operate them up here and drive, or you could break through down here and then sort of do the old flanky thing, and then bring these guys here straight at them. You know, that might be a possibility. Plus, of course, you can try for Leningrad, although that's pretty tense, that's pretty tight up there, but it's still possible. So what do? Do you go for Stalingrad, or do you go again for Moscow? That's the question in 1942. These are huge questions that will have huge ramifications. Now, you also are down here kind of set up for El Alamein. Same question. You could try to stay on the defensive. Look at these units. They're not exactly what you'd call up to strength. You could also try to send over another German panzer unit, which would help a lot. So there's that question too. Beyond that, of course, there's the war in China and all of this. Now, one thing for sure you're going to want to do is do the Mickey Mouse game thing, which is have the Japanese make a whole lot of garrisons and get these guys out of here, put garrisons in their place so that you're obeying the rules of the game and holding those cities, while at the same time bringing all those armies down here to really make a difference. The question is, where do you put them? Do you want to push here? Supply is bad. Or do you want to try to push through here, or maybe down here towards Chongqing? It's hard to say. Who knows? You don't have a lot of troops available, although, well, you've got one in Japan, and you've got these guys. So if you decide not to land these guys in Midway, or on Midway, then where do you put them? You could bring them down here. You're already holding Guadalcanal and all that. So you could do that. You could even try to bring them over here and try for Port Moresby. Or you could just send them to China. Or maybe even bring them over here if you wanted to try something in Burma. And that's another thing. You're in Burma. You captured it now. The question is, do you push into India? There's Kohima. Or do you drive up through Mandalay and Lashio and strike here, which is a national morale objective for the Chinese, pulling Chinese troops this way and kind of splitting their effort? All these are tough questions to answer because you don't have a lot of resources to deal with. Look at this. You're going to have to keep somebody here to keep their eyes on that. So you've got at most 3 armies in Burma to do something with. You could also, I suppose, bring these guys up, but you can't just leave this open, obviously, with the Chinese to stroll down here and take Hanoi. So a lot of big choices. I have not yet, as I record this, I haven't yet made up my mind completely, but I'm thinking it through. And when we start the actual playthrough, I suppose, hopefully by then I'll have made up my mind, either that or I'll just wing it, which is what I usually do. And all of you complain about so much, not all of you, some of you. Because some of you are very methodical players, and you know me, I'm not really, but it doesn't hurt to have a plan. I will totally be on your side on that one. So that's it. That's how the game starts out. That's what it looks like. And the question is, given this launching pad, can the Axis do significantly better than they did or not? The Russians are in pretty good shape here. They're not in great shape, but you can see they've got a line. They can almost stretch over there. The Germans here, they're in pretty good shape. They look, I think, maybe a little better than they are because of supply difficulties. But, I mean, it's not a walk in the park for the Russians by any stretch. And they're still holding Sevastopol, too, so that's good. So, there you go. That's the setup. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yes, we are beginning high tide. I think I'm going to call it, not high watermark. I don't know. I'll play around with the name. And we are going to get started on that now. I did record that little introduction back on Labor Day, and now it's October 21st. So there you go. Been a little busy. So we are going to stick with these counters at least until I can't stand them anymore and want to throw up. So we'll see how long that lasts. Just remember, your Uncle Wargaming guy loves you. And I'm kind of still in two minds about the Eastern Front. I've pretty much decided what I want to do in the Pacific and in North Africa. And China's kind of, you know, you kind of sorted. You just have to get those garrisons built and get them up there. Move the guys out of Korea, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, it's going to take a little time to be positioned properly in China to do what you want to do. I'm not sure at this stage of the war that the Japanese have any hope. Anyway, Kriegsmarine is confident. We're going to change the name to Kriegsmarine. I changed the name, you know, in the other thing I'm doing, my round robin with To the Last Bullet. I think we should change the name of the Kriegsmarine to the Crack Pipe Smoking Marine, or the Crack Smoking Marine. They are confident that a protracted naval effort against the British Empire will bring up... Yeah, that's just nuts, man. That is craziness. Yes, we know about the commies in Yunnan. Okay. So as you can see, Japanese have got troops. They're just like not in the right place. So the first thing we're going to do here, before we do any of the fun stuff, is we're going to... Well, wait a minute. How many garrisons do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that's a lot of garrisons. All right, let's see if we can do it. Not even... Do we... what have I got? 400 points? Oof. What's it cost if I do that? Oh, well, let's just do it. I mean, it might help at some point. That's it, I'm out. Okay. Shoot. Because I was wanting to move these guys by rail, but, well, I still might. I just can't make any more garrisons. All right, that's okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. I've pretty much decided that what I want to do is bring these guys up and then go for it at Midway. The goal not to take Midway, I don't think that's important, although if I could grab it, I would. But the goal is to maybe sink the carriers. That would be the good thing. And I think we're just going to back both of you up while we get you guys out here. Can't believe how underpowered some of these units are. Now this is going to, of course, let the Americans maneuver too, of course, but you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. All right, we'll get you up here. Can I... let's just look at reinforcing. And I'm going to be... Yeah. I've still got 122. And you can come up too. So let's go ahead. Whoop, wait a minute. Let's change the mode on all these guys whilst I am thinking about it, because I am famous for not doing a good job of that. Or perhaps I'm infamous. What do you think? Or just dumb. That's always a possibility. Okay. Now I want to move this guy. What is he? I should have checked his mode. I can't do it. All right. I think I'll just leave him there for now. Now we've got all these guys up here who I think are doing absolutely nothing for the war effort. So, yeah, the Japanese, I think in the Midway campaign, really went nuts with the whole... I know it's a tradition, a Japanese tradition about, you know, having complicated battle plans, but dude, they just lost it on this one, I think. So hopefully between... Ooh, Almost caught me. Now, hopefully between all this, we'll be able to get some intel, some spotting of the American Navy, particularly the carriers, because that's really what we want. Also, you're a bomber, right? And I can't fly to any of these islands. It's so annoying. So annoying, because, you know, that's Wake. Wake had an airfield. And so, I think, well, I don't know if it's big enough for bombers or not. But it's like, I don't know what good this bomber's doing me here, except to randomly strike out at things. But he's not really... Can I upgrade him any? Ooh. Oh, look at that. All right, maybe he'll be able to help me out. Okay, so these guys are here. We'll pull you up. I don't see what good this is doing me. I don't really. No, he doesn't need mobility. I can't. Why can't I reinforce him? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Got bombers all over the place. Let's think about that for a minute while we come over here, because China's got this really annoying issue. Let's get you out here. All right, now, like I say, really annoying. And do we have tactical? Oh, they can't quite make it. All right, we're gonna pull them back here. These should be zeros, right? Yeah, they can't make it either. We'll pull them back too. I don't like them being that close to the front. I mean, I know why they are, but... Ugh! Alright. Do your thing, please. You suck. You doth suck greatly. Okay. Shoot. That was not what I wanted to see. Neither's that. Yeah, we're not going to try to do too much here, although you don't just want to sit and do nothing, because that can certainly bite you in the butt when the Chinese keep cranking out units like there's no tomorrow. Oh, he's done. All right. Let's put you on the... Oh, you were on the road. We'll leave you there. Actually, we can get you moving in the right direction. And I think we'll be okay. Now, you guys... I can operate. Really? Nice. Question is now, where? Where do we want our drive to be? Chongqing is such a hard road to get to, but you have to get there, obviously. That's an industrial center. That's a national morale objective. So's this, and it's closer. So, yeah, Xi'an, or Xi'an, however you want to say that. Beautiful place. I did get to visit there. And, man, the mountains are gorgeous. They're also, like, straight up and down. Okay, let's upgrade these guys while we have a chance. We won't do mobility because that's kind of pricey. Can I? No. But you should, yeah. And I don't know that we really need the mobility stuff. I mean, obviously it comes in handy sometimes, but we'll just wait on that because Japan, down to 8 MPPs. And we haven't done much. But hopefully enough here. Okay, so that's going to bring us... Oh, wait. Burma. What I think... Is this guy 5? What? How lame. He can't reinforce till next turn, so he's going to stay there. We're going to pull the armies up north. I'm going to put you up here and let you dig in. Keep an eye on them. And see if we can't, hassle the Chinese and get them to maybe, send some units over there. Now, there is no way I'm attacking here. No way. This is crazy, man. Look at how beat up these units are. There's no way you'd get anywhere. See, shoot, he can't. What? He can't move. That's Tobruk. We do want to keep him in Tobruk. I'd like to get this artillery where it can actually do something, but apparently that's not happening. So we'll reinforce you guys. Upgrade. Alright, that might help. Nothing. Nothing. So that kind of sucks. We do have more Italian units and the navies hanging out. Let's bring the German sub down here and see what we can find. Oh, found a sub. Okay. Now we got a lot of units around here. That's sitting on the partisans. Okay, let's look at France. Is there anybody here we can send east? Doesn't look like there's a lot here, does there? No, there doesn't. You. Let's get you. Whoa. Get you upgraded, and we'll reinforce you next time. Okay, good. We'll get them out there. Prince Eugen, Scharnhorst. Let's reinforce him. I'm thinking of sending him out. Because what I want to do is do what To the Last Bullet did to me. If we can do that, and we can, is maybe mess with these guys. In fact, maybe I can do it now. This is their mode. They're on hunt. Good. Nope. Dagnabbit. Ah! Okay, that wasn't too bright. Okay, those are my guys there. What's this? Ah, we'll bring him down too. All right. So now we got to make some decisions. Ugh. And I don't know. I played this scenario before, and it just kind of doesn't seem to matter what I do. Doesn't turn out fantastically well. Well, that was helpful. Thank you so much. You're not going to do me any good, are you? Nope, you're not. Neither are you. Hey. Now we're talking. That's it. Who are these guys? Okay, good. They're Germans, so... Alright, not bad. Not bad. So the question is, do I want to just follow history? Which didn't work out too well. Or do I want to go for Moscow again? I'm a Moscow guy. I really think that was the turning point of the war, as far as I'm concerned. When the Germans lost the Battle of Moscow, you know, it proved they weren't going to win. Stalemate or whatever was possible. But there's no way the Russians are dropping out, and there's no way with what they had to hand they were going to beat them once they got over their initial shock and got their feet under them and got Lend-Lease from us and the Brits. I can't make up my mind, but I need to. So let's just take a look here. Yeah. I really think these guys would be better served down here, although maybe. Well, that certainly worked well. Brilliant idea. We can do some attacking anyway, just to keep them on their toes. 2-2, 0-1. Ooh, that's even better. I'll take that. See, look at this guy. And he can be upgraded. He has no mobility. What? How could your panzers not have mobility? What is up with you people? Soften them up. That just really didn't work well, but it let me do that. Ah! Almost killed him. Almost killed him! But not quite. Alright. Let's see if we can